Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's 10 o'clock on the dot and it's the 27th of October today. Let me give you a little fact file. I am 43 and a half years old today. I've been in this vessel for 43 and a half years. Geez, so happy half birthday, Lucy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to have a look at the angels, the archangels, like I forgot their name, seriously. Okay, so seeing as we are meant to be tapping into our intuition, connecting with they're this side. Okay, these three decks around here are perfect. Let's pull some messages from the Archangel Oracle deck. Messages from heaven. This is good. Okay. And then we have the Archangel Power Tower. Now, also, I'm going to be running a reading for the rest of October. Okay, this is the deal. Because payday keeps coming up. Everyone's waiting for payday. It's been a bit of a challenging month and we're all kind of waiting for payday. So, here's the deal. If you want to book in yourself, it's kind of a new spread. I actually done this for a lovely lady. She requested this spread and I thoroughly enjoy doing it. And I kind of asked 5 questions to your angels and ancestors. Now, seeing as it's Halloween, the veil is very thin. Okay, they're getting their messages through. So, here's the deal. Okay, I feel like my belly's going to rumble really loud. Okay. Email me. Book in your ancestor reading, what your ancestors would like you to know. They're there. Okay, your loved ones that have made their transitions, they're there, they're not missing, they're there more than ever, they're not attached to a physical vessel, and it's just like they're waiting to assist you and to guide you. You just don't ask or listen enough. You know, you can ask as much as you want for divine assistance, there's no limit, you can't overdo it. So, this is the deal. Email me, I will do your reading, okay, for you, record it, and I'll send it over and then I'll send the invoice with it. It's £25 and then you can just pay the invoice when you get paid, when you can. I'm not going to be chasing anyone for money. I don't chase anyone for money. But you guys do need to tap in. Okay, and normally by doing the exchange, okay, and actually paying for a reading, you're more likely to take on the guidance and the advice. But that's not a reason for you not to have a reading if you haven't got the money now. So it's kind of like, receive now, pay later, or not, whatever sits well with you. So that's the deal. I'll send the invoice with the reading and then I won't be harassing you or checking up. I don't check on the details or anything. I just see if someone's paid their invoice. Okay, so it'll be about half hour, 40-minute reading. £25, we're going to connect with your ancestors. In your email, if there's anyone in particular you would like me to connect with, please state them. Otherwise, I'm just going to see what comes through. Okay. Right, that's my little plug for receive now, pay later. Okay. So, that came to me last night before I went to bed. So, okay, yeah, I can do that. That's not an issue for me. I enjoy doing your personal readings, okay, but normally it's that thing called money that stops you guys, does it? Is it the thing called money that stops you guys from booking a reading? My readings are not overpriced, by far. So, or is it just, it weren't the time? Well, now's the perfect time to connect. So we have let's say 4 days. Okay. 5 of Ariel, that's you going through the transition. Divine Feminine going through the transition. Divine Masculine, what's going on here? The Divine Feminine's in the background here. Behind the Divine Masculine. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 7 of Gabriel. Oh, I've got the hiccups. Oh, what's this about? This isn't an easy reading to read into. but we'll find out what. There's quite a lot of pink on the table. Okay, well, we're looking at the connection between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. It's the Four of Wands here. It says, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. So that's the underlying energy. What this is, I'm not sure. We have 4 major arcanas on the table. We've got 4 pentacle cards. We've got 2 wands and 1 cups. No swords. No swords on the table. Mental conflict. No mental conflict. See, you wasn't going insane. Okay. Let's have a look at this. And then I have this card that's on its own. So we have 10 cards here. 11. We've got 11 cards. And then the underlying energy. 4 of Gabriel. And I feel like I want to take him as the underlying energy as well. Energetic, brave, optimistic and playful. That's a nice energy. That's an energy to celebrate, isn't it? Energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. I'm a bit shaky. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement. Oh, it does say that. I don't know what I thought it would say. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. Adventure to your life. Time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. Who's in the burdensome situation, shall we find out? I feel it's actually the Divine Feminine, to be honest. I like to be honest. It's the best policy, really. Okay. Five of Ariel. This is a transition, and it straight away shouted the Divine Feminine. You do have wings. It's let's see. Yeah. Breathe. Okay. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. And I've got to say that most of the personal interactions I'm having with you guys, it is about negativity, really nipping that in the bud. So you might need some assistance at the moment just to put you back on your path. Booking a reading. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Yes, they do. Okay, so we're going through the transition. I felt it was the Divine Feminine. Actually looks like you're at the doorway waiting. Who are you waiting for? Divine Masculine. It's like you're there. You may not feel you're there, but you're there. He can feel you're there. 7 of Ariel. I feel this is the Divine Masculine's energy. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavour. Okay. So, I'll be honest again, I actually felt it was the Divine Feminine's energy. First of all, I felt it was a masculine, but Divine Feminine, this is about you. You have invested wisely. And I want to say, so keep a check on those thoughts. They're like little nuggets of abundance. Those thoughts you're sending out. No negativity. So you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavour. Okay, Divine Feminine, review your progress, make plans for your next endeavour. You're there in the background, behind the Divine Masculine. Now we have the wheel here, so destiny steps in. There's new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Like I said, worth a celebration. Time for a celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work, and I want to say that's all to do with your mindset. Okay. Release yourself from burdensome situations, the negativity. So we've got the wheel here. Divine Feminine, you're flying again. You're flying high. Stand up for what you believe in, have confidence and claim your personal power. Because you have invested wisely. But you need to have patience and wait for the harvest. Page of FILs next. It looks like you're struggling with this thing called patience and divine timing. Gentle, loving, dreamy and open-hearted. I feel the masculine is. When I said here, this is for the masculine, you have invested wisely, it then switched to the divine feminine. But that doesn't mean that the divine masculine's not feeling as if he has invested wisely also. He's having patience and waiting for his harvest. I just felt like in the background here, I just feel like he's grown up and he's matured and he's ascended. It's like Jasmine there waiting for Aladdin to come. Take me on a magic carpet ride, Aladdin, please. Make all my wishes come true. A whole new world. So, Page of Gabriel, a new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations and great intuitive insight. So, it feels like that's not the case as of yet. She's on her own waiting. So, great intuitive insights, messages regarding relationships or social invitations. You know it's coming. King of Ariel. This is the divine masculine's energy. Successful, stable, accomplished and powerful. He's got this grin on his face. And you're still like, you're always there. So I feel very much as if the struggle is that you just can't, even though there is no mental conflict here, I feel like there's an acceptance, you just can't get this off of your mind. No matter how hard you try. It's like it's always lingering. Your energy's always lingering. I feel this is a masculine feeling you. Your energy's always lingering around him. Okay. The cranberries was coming in. Linger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? What's the words to that, cranberry? Who needs some cranberry juice? Good for kidney stones. Okay. The cranberries, linger. Let's, I want to have a look at the lyrics. We won't go to zombie. We're going to linger. Okay. If you could return, don't let it burn, don't let it fade. I'm sure I'm not being rude, but it's just your attitude. It's tearing me apart, it's ruining every day for me. I swore I would be true, and fellow, so did you. So why were you holding her hand? Is that the way we stand? Were you lying all the time? Was it just a game to you? But I'm in so deep, you know I'm such a fool for you. You've got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Oh, I thought the world of you. I thought nothing could go wrong. But I was wrong. I was wrong. If you get by trying not to lie, things wouldn't be so confused and I wouldn't feel so used. But you always really knew I just want to be with you. And I'm in so deep, you know I'm such a fool for you. You've got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? And I'm in so deep, you know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? That sounds a bit like the divine feminine. With the divine masculine's energy, like always lingering around. But I feel like he feels the same here. Okay. So now we've dealt with the cranberries. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success and using resources wisely. That's what the divine masculine's doing. Now next we have the divine feminine again in the Six of Ariel, bringing in the balance here. not so much bringing in the balance, but remaining balanced, Divine Feminine. You need to get grounded. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways, so have no worry or negativity going on in there. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. I feel that you have your ups and downs when it comes to being balanced. If you have a look on one side, all the apples are like knocked over. It feels like frustration's coming here. And I wanted to say it looks like frustration has come in, but it feels like it's coming. Frustration may be coming, if you haven't felt it yet. And then, on the other hand, you can be very stable. You're having to watch your tendency to slip back into old ways of thinking, negativity. So we have the moon, feminine intuition, major arcana, the opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, and face your fears and grow stronger. So what's your fear? What are your fears? Because there's still some lingering around here. And we don't want the fear lingering. Okay, because we've got the Lovers next. Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, and the power of love. This is coming together, guys, and you are just going to have to be patient and wait for the harvest. A new perspective is needed here. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight and dare to be different. I feel the Divine Masculine here, and he's here, and he's trying to think of, doing things differently. That's good. You don't want to carry on doing things the same, do you, if they haven't worked? So, like all that negativity. So he's actually, he's flying very high. He's coming from a totally different perspective. It's you, Divine Feminine. Okay. Not very good at this waiting game. The Divine Masculine's here in this energy. You'll follow your passion. You're ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. So I feel that's what he's doing. He's adding the venture part, venturing into new territories, new realms. Just newness. Let's see what the Archangel Oracle cards would like to say. Oh, these feel nice and light. Life review. Archangel Jeremiah, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Got some work to do, Divine Feminine. It takes courage to look at your life, yet if done with compassion and a sense of humour, you'll grow and learn from a life review. I'll help you take stock of where you've been. We'll look at what you've learned and how these lessons are a valuable asset for today and tomorrow. We'll also notice life patterns that aren't serving your highest good, and we'll take steps to release those patterns. And I feel that if you can't connect, if you really find that you struggle with the connecting with your ancestors, your archangels that are assisting you this lifetime, reach out for a reading, guys, because I will point these things out to you. So we'll look at what you've learned and how these lessons are a valuable asset for today and tomorrow. We'll also help you take stock of where you've been. We'll also notice life patterns that aren't serving your highest good, and we'll take steps to release those patterns. So it's like kind of do yourself a favour, guys. Archangel Jeremiah. Working with Archangel Jeremiah. One of Jeremiah's purposes is to help newly crossed over souls review their lives. So I've been connecting a lot with my dad since he made his transition. And which is like less than 2 weeks ago. And the other evening I had this fantastic conversation with my mum and dad. It was like amazing. It's like the first time ever I've actually managed to speak to both my parents in the same room and have an adult conversation with them. So, a spiritual conversation with them, guys. But it was like all the time my dad was like attached to a vessel. For one, I didn't even consider doing that because I believe you can, because it's energy. But when they're in a vessel, they can be distracted, so they might not be as connected, like to spirit at the same time that you are. But when you make your transition, okay, it's like, oh, it's just love. You can see things from a different perspective. Well, your ancestors do. And the wisdom that they come through, I mean, I was quite blown away. It was really lovely to actually just ask for guidance from my parents. So, yeah. Good guidance they gave as well. Okay. So, let's get back to this. I think we finished it. Okay, take time soon. Oh, take time soon. Oh no, we was reading about newly crossed over. I hadn't finished this. Okay. One of Jeremiah's purposes is to help newly crossed over souls review their lives. He also helps those who are still living to make life reviews. Take time soon to be alone and ask Jeremiah to help you review where you've been, what you've learned, what patterns you're ready to release, and what you're grateful for in your life. Okay. Life review. It's time. We'll get another card from here. Gentleness with yourself, most definitely. I'm feeling as if, like gentle music, you need to create a very gentle environment around yourself, especially as you're doing this life review. Archangel Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations and environments. Sandalphon wishes to help you feel peaceful and centered, and he strongly advises that you begin by listening to gentle music. Play it wherever you go, talk quietly, and engage in slow, rhythmic. I can't even say that bloody word, listen. I can't even say the word rhythm. Movements, such as swaying to music or gentle yoga session. Rhythmic. No, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about though, don't you? Swaying. You know how to sway to gentle music, or have a gentle yoga session. Don't engage in battles at this time, even with yourself. When you can't, don't get frustrated with yourself if you can't pronounce a word or you've done something wrong, and just let it all go. Delay decision making at this time. You know exactly what to do when you emerge. Oh, you know exactly what to do, but you'll know exactly what to do when you emerge from your gentle retreat. Working with Archangel Sandalphon. Sandalphon's aura is a calming and cool shade of turquoise, like the translucent tropical ocean. Meditate upon this colour or hold the stone associated with his energy, turquoise, and feel your heart rate and breathing become quieter. Sandalphon can help your words and actions to be kind and gentle yet powerful. As the archangel associated with music, you can feel his presence strongly when you listen to music, sing or play a musical instrument. Okay. Oh, we've got prosperity next. Oh, like it's a shock. You knew it was coming. It's going to fall straight into your lap. Prosperity. Archangel Ariel, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. You need to settle this energy, ground this energy in, guys. Okay. I'm pouring a cornucopia of prosperity upon you and your life, and ask that you open your arms to receive. Some of the treasures will come in the form of brilliant ideas, and some will come as opportunities. We'll work together to realise your highest dreams, and I ask that you give any worries to me. God and I love you very much. Who's speaking then? I feel it's the Divine Masculine speaking to you. I am pouring a cornucopia of prosperity upon you and your life, and ask that you open your arms to receive. Some of the treasures will come in the form of brilliant ideas, and some will come as opportunities. We'll work together to realise your highest dreams, and I ask that you give any worries to me, God, and I love you very much, and are happy to help you in this way. We know that you'll pass along the goodness to others as well. That's why you'll receive this cornucopia here, this abundance, okay? Because you're a good, kind soul, okay? You want to do good in our world, for our world. So when you're working with Archangel Ariel, Ariel is involved with divine magic, which means instant manifestation of the highest will. Ariel helps you attract any support you need for your life's mission. Know that it's normal and in the light for miracles to occur in this arena. Ariel's aura is a pale shade of pink. And if you wear or hold a rose quartz crystal, I'll get these words out, you might be able to talk better. We need some crystals on. I've got pearls on. I need to maybe change my earrings to a crystal. Okay. Ask her for whatever you need, and she'll guide you accordingly. Okay. So Ariel's aura is a pale shade of pink, and if you wear or hold a rose quartz crystal, your heart will open further to Ariel's magnificent love. Ask her for whatever you need, and she'll guide you accordingly. You have all the assistance and guidance available to you guys in many forms. You need to ask, and you will receive. Let's get a message from heaven. Communication cards. I am going to put an oracle of shadows and light as well. I feel like I couldn't even hear my own words then. I'm not sure what that's about. What's going on with my speech today? Heaven must be missing an angel. So this is love and guidance from the other side of life. Let's see what they would like to say to you. Keep getting me to say that word. Tune in to the rhythm of nature. Let us connect together there. Card number 40. Your energy is a little low right now, but your loved ones will meet you in a place of high energy. Mother Earth finds... Oh, okay, that's... I'm going to stop apologising. Your energy is a little low right now, but your loved ones will meet you in a place of high energy, Mother Earth. Find your favourite place in nature, maybe at the water's edge, a meadow, or sitting under an old tree. And your loved ones will help to energise you there. Relax, you will sense and feel them in this place today. Together, you would have mind-to-mind telepathy. Wow. Now, I was saying about how you can connect with your ancestors, okay, like spiritually, but why don't we do it when they're alive? You know, it's kind of, you feel that the connection isn't there. Well, I feel it's your Divine Masculine is very connected and wants to talk to you via telepathy. And it feels very much if you go out into nature, okay, find an old tree, maybe, and you're going to have some conversations by this tree. So your Divine Masculine can sense that your energy is a little low right now, but your loved ones will meet you in a place of high energy, Mother Earth. Find your favourite place in nature, maybe at the water's edge, a meadow, or sitting under an old tree. It's just the fact it says old tree. I just feel that that's quite significant. And your loved ones will help to energise you there. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be helped to energise you there. So you're going to feel this momentum to go outside and either be drawn to the water's edge, a meadow, or sitting under a very old tree. Okay, but your loved ones will help to energise you there. Relax, you will sense and feel them in this place today. Together, you will have mind-to-mind telepathy. So not only do you have your angels, ancestors, also your divine masculine is part of the bunch as well. Feels like he's got like a bunch of grapes and he's going to like feed you grapes. Should we get another message from heaven? No, that one will do the job. Okay, we're going to get a postcard from Spirit. And I was getting an oracle of shadows and light. Let's get a postcard from Spirit first. With love. There's a big angel on here. Dearest Jew, I was going to say, because it mentions about miracles, and it was like miracles are being like concocted and can occur, just like magic with the prosperity. So it says, Dearest Jew, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of synchronicity, when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up. And that's what the energy feels like today for the Divine Feminine. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you and you will never, ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are an incredible. Let's just say you are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. And that would be a good mantra for today. We're on it. Relax. If you only knew how much you were loved. And they're leaving it with a bit of a sigh. Okay. So take note of this bit because it just keeps bringing me back to if you want to book in a reading with myself. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you and you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. It's this part here, guys, when I was saying what's the hold up? Is it really money that holds people back from actually getting a personal reading, or is that just an excuse? It just spirits knows. Spirits. Rather spend it on alcohol, whatever suits you. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That will be a good mantra for you today. Especially as you're underneath that old tree. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That will be a good mantra for you today. We're on it. Relax. If only you knew how much you were loved. And sometimes you need to be told. As we all do. As we all do, guys. The Oracle of Shadows and Light. Shallow grave, you miss someone. We know. As Lily stretches out onto my chair and these two paws just come out, here she comes. Hi. Did you miss me? Card number 29, we had this card the other day. We shall read it again. About shallow grave. This beautiful young woman is missing someone deeply, and she knows, perhaps for the first time, what it is to lose someone. I'm just going to pop my elbow somewhere, Lily, darling. Oh, or maybe not. Okay. Missing someone can be very hard. It feels like a physical ache, and our hearts can indeed be broken, because we humans have the capacity to connect like no others in the universe. We love, and we love so deeply, that love can continue even when the form we loved is no longer with us. If you have received this card in a reading, it is time to acknowledge just how deeply you have yearned for someone's return and how much that person's loss has affected you. That being could be a friend, a pet you loved, or a grandparent or parent who has left. And missing this is so strong, it sometimes is a physical hurt. And it's kind of like here is what I'm trying to say. It's like there's no need to miss them. They're around you. They're not missing. They're always with you. There is a deep sadness here, and it cannot be eased by denying its presence. Okay. And once this is done, you can put what's missing to rest and visit from time to time. But know that you have been truthful with yourself and that your sadness will change and be a part of your life's beauty, not its pain. She speaks. It is time to let something go, but before you do, let's take a moment to acknowledge what this was to you. Know that this meant so much, and that by returning it to the past, rather than yearning for it in the present, you are creating a future that has a greater freedom to it. There are opportunities for fresh starts all the time. Every day, in a sense, gives you a clean slate. For you, this sense of starting over is immensely important after you have grieved. You need to feel that something has been laid to rest and will no longer trespass on the present. Life is kind of like that. So much of what happens isn't about what's actually happening. But thankfully, you will blossom and grow with fresh relationships and love after mourning this loved one. Okay, the divination message. Sentimentally, holding on to the past. Idealising the past. Refusing, not allowing yourself to get over or break up with a friend. A move to a new town. A faded romance. Parents who have divorced, or something you are convinced that you must have back in order to be happy again. Mourning for what was and what you feel should have been. Very deep sadness, and yet this experience has been of great value. It is time to move on and to place all of that to rest. Working with the element of earth is most beneficial when this card and fairy come to visit you. You may wish to plant a memory tree, something earthy and growing, that changes to commemorate your lost love. As it grows and changes, you will heal, and memories will be sweet and sad, without bitterness and pain. The earth takes form and changes them, and gives back to us what we let go of in new forms. It is time for you to stop hanging on so sadly to that which has long passed. Mourn, and then come back to mourn, and then come back to us, ready to live again. I think that's what it said. I could be making up my own words here. Listen. I just got a really strong smell of my perfume then. I think it's my perfume. But not often do I get like a really strong smell of my own perfume. Okay. It is time for you to stop hanging on so sadly to that which has long passed. Mourn, and then come back to us ready to live again. Reminds me of my mum. I used to bury my head in my mum. I just love the smell of her. Oh dear. The children do that with like my scarves, and it's like, oh, you smell like mum. So Mum's the word. Okay. So where should we go from here then? I want to get a Power of Love card. And then we shall end with the Mother Mary. Responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. Yes, you are. Okay. You're very aware if you're grumpy or if you're happy. If you're in a happy mood, grumpy mood, sad, depressing, low, high energy. Come on. Take responsibility for yourself and your own vibration. Responsibility. Thoughts are energy. They are real and they don't just belong to you. It is your responsibility to pattern your thoughts to reflect the highest levels of compassion and benevolence. As a responsible soul, you know that the totality of conscious thought creates reality, so be sure to do your part. Thoughts emanate from you constantly, and it is incumbent on you to make sure that the energy you are projecting is loving. This is the crux of being mindful. You must practice constant vigilance so that negative, hurtful or spiteful thoughts that start to form are nipped in the bud. Now I said that kind of with the first card. To nip them in the bud. You normally find with my readings, what I say in the first card, it's kind of like clarified very much towards the end. So. You must practice constant vigilance so that negative, hurtful or spiteful thoughts that start to form are nipped in the bud. Compassion and empathy are great tools to use as filters for your thinking. Before you project a judgment, realise that you have little to no conscious awareness of what motivates another. When you make this connection, your every choice and virtually every other aspect of your life is based on the ideals of brother and sisterhood. Responsible people live by example and teach others through inspiration. The great responsibility that comes with power is knowing that you've come back to earth to elevate consciousness in this physical dimension. Ask yourself throughout the day, am I making the world a better place? Should we get another one? Yes, let's do it. Can't have too much. That power of love, can you? Activation cards, we'll get one more though. Gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. An attitude of gratitude. It's a good place to start. Let's just go back in the alphabet, there we go. When you live in gratitude, you are acknowledging to the universe your appreciation for every event that occurs in your life. Be thankful for each experience, whether you label it good or bad, because without it, you will not evolve. Granted, heartbreaking things happen in this physical dimension, but if you look upon them as lessons to learn, as opposed to misfortunes inflicted on you, you glimpse the bigger picture. Everything can be a gift. As you consciously experience gratitude, you are mindful that even the simplest aspects of your life are wondrous and miraculous. With this outlook, your focus is placed on abundance consciousness, not on lack. As you acknowledge source energy, you expand your awareness and come to realise that you are part of something much larger than yourself, and that every moment is precious. Especially at this moment now, guys, it's like Halloween. I said the veil is very thin. So take the opportunity right now to put yourself in a reading. I will send the reading over to you with the invoice, and you can pay the invoice at your own leisure. Okay, but it's more important that you actually reach out. For me, Well, I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because a lot of you need to really tap into your sixth sense, okay, and be guided to get there. The point of my channel and why I give things so freely is because you don't really need to pay for outside guidance, advice, like forever. And some people never do, but sometimes it's just that one message and it would just get you set up to kind of in the direction that you're needing to go, which is to not look outside of yourself. For answers, it's all within, but sometimes we need someone to help us get to the that place within to be able to connect. Okay. Let's end on a Mother Mary card then. I feel extremely cramped up around my belly area. It's tense, it feels like it's really knotted. I tell you what it feels like. It feels like just quite a lot of toxic energies being held around definitely the root chakra and the sacral chakra. So it's kind of like it's dulling this passion for life. It needs to be unknotted. You might need assistance. There's the card from the Mother Mary. Now, I saw the moon energy again, and it came after one of the Archangel cards. What did we have? Oh, it'd be... No. Let's see. Are you really... Yeah, there's no rush. Life Review. It came after the Life Review card. I saw the moon energy, and then we do have the moon here. I tell you what I was going to do. I was actually going to read the first card because it speaks about creating negative, self-fulfilling prophecies. So let's read this angel assistance message. And we have the moon here. We have Our Lady with the moon at her feet. We've got the moon card here. So let's read what the Five of Pentacles, Five of Ariel would like to say. I feel a little bit lost. The book's not in now. Where would the book be? Interesting. Come out, wherever you are. Are you underneath there? You are. Hiding under the box. Five of Ariel. We need to nip this in the bud, Divine Feminine. Okay. Whereabouts is Ariel's in here? Ariel's? It's like your antennae. Here we are. The Five. Help is nearby. You don't have to go through your current challenges alone. Ask your angels to make your options clear to you. There is no need to remain out in the cold emotionally or physically. If you're unwilling to accept help from others, ask yourself why. What is it that you feel is missing from your life? Is it material or something deeper, like spirituality or love? Negative thoughts can create self-fulfilling prophecies that are totally unnecessary. Refocus your thoughts on what is possible, and this situation will turn around. Additional meanings of this card: feeling unlucky, money troubles, health issues, inadvisable plans, or timing for self-employment. Let's read this card from the Mother Mary, card number 36, Our Lady with the moon at her feet. I have heard your heart prayers. I have heard you calling to me silently, in suffering, wanting to let go and grow, and finding that despite all your effort, still you must endure. It is as if you are sinking when you want to rise, falling when you want to fly. I come to you now with the moon at my feet and ask you to put your trust in me. It will help you outgrow that which no longer serves, so that what you struggle to attain now, through effort, in time, will come naturally to you. Have faith. What you want is possible, and I will help you get there. So, the full moon, second full moon of this month. We had 2 full moons. Okay, it's on the 31st, Halloween, by chance. The power of habitual consciousness is mighty indeed. Even if we know we want to change, and even if we have taken practical steps to change, my ears have just kind of totally gone on me. They're ringing. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. Okay. The power of habitual consciousness is mighty indeed, even if we know we want to change, and even if we have taken practical steps to change. The challenge of sustaining ourselves in a new way without falling back into old emotional or psychological patterns can be extremely difficult. This is especially so if what you are seeking to change has been part of your core wounding this lifetime, becoming a habit that seems impossible to break, no matter how much you want to do so. There is a force of gravity that works upon us in this world, not only physically, but emotionally and psychologically as well. It is why, despite tremendous desire and effort, change can be difficult most times, and sometimes even seem impossible at other times. To be able to grow in life requires that we be able to intelligently respond to the challenges that are a natural part of being human. Sometimes those challenges will be self-created, and we will want to let them go. These might include coping mechanisms that aren't really helpful for us, such as addictions or shutting people out and withdrawing into a solitude of suffering, or disassociating through compulsive behaviours that undermine our self-esteem and emotional or even financial well-being. Sometimes the challenges will be circumstances imposed upon us by time or by others, and we cannot control that situation and need to find a way not only to bear it, but perhaps even, if we are feeling bold, to transform it from something negative or frustrating into an opportunity to do things differently and feel more freedom. What is needed for transformation, for healthy growth, is strength, patience, and an ability to respond intelligently to life's challenges with a view to making them work for your own personal growth. However, sometimes all of this is just not enough. Sometimes we move this way and that, we wait, we apply ourselves, we take practical steps, and still, despite our best intentions, we may feel ourselves sliding backwards into old habits, old patterns of thinking or being, old emotional patterns. We might not even see them as patterns. We might instead just think, that is the way life is and there is nothing we can do about it. But that is not true at all. In such instances, what is needed is the loving intervention and assistance of a being that is more powerful than the gravity that we are unable to counter through our efforts alone. There is no shame in this. In fact, there is wisdom in recognising when help is needed and in accepting it. Like a growing plant that needs a trellis until it has stabilised itself, so too do we humans need divine support at times along our path as we are mastering new levels of consciousness, new habits, new ways of being. If it was easy, everyone would be living exactly as they wanted to be living without any struggle. Clearly, this is not happening in the world as often as we may wish. The Divine Mother will help us move through our struggles, if only we allow her to do so. Her being, her love, is more powerful than our greatest forces of habitual consciousness and behaviour. The miracles of her healing can transform even the most stubborn pessimist into an active optimist. Our Lady with the moon at her feet comes to us when we are attempting to outgrow, through inspiration, hope, love, bold spiritual daring, or big dreams, that which seems to be holding us back or impossible to change. She tells us that through her intervention, we can find the support that we need as we face the challenges of growth, and she will lend us her power to be able to reach for that star which, without her, will perhaps be somewhat beyond our reach, for now at least. She also tells us that if we are feeling boxed in or diverted from our higher purpose in life, she will help us. She asks us to pray to her and to know that what is now is not what must always be. Transformation and healing is possible, but you must trust her. You must place more faith in her than in what appears to be an insolvable or reoccurring difficulty. This oracle is a wild card in the deck in that it empowers and strengthens any other message that you receive. If you receive this card on its own, it is enough. Okay, we're not going to choose another card. Okay, that was it. Interesting. If you book yourself a reading, guys, I will use a Mother Mary card, because this will, at the end, I'll finish with a Mother Mary card. It says, if you receive this card on its own, it is enough. But if you choose another card, I want to say, if you choose to have your reading as well, this card asks you to pay extra special attention to the guidance in the other card you choose. So the following healing process will help you, I've got such a tickly nose, the following healing process will help you connect with Our Lady and receive her beneficial help. Healing process and affirmation. Sense or perceive that it is darkest night all around you. Should we do that again? Wasn't that quiet? Thanks, Lily. Sense or perceive that it is darkest night all around you. Quiet, open space extends around in all directions. You become aware of a magnificent holy woman lit up like a star in the night sky. She stands with bare feet upon a crescent moon. You notice the moon under her feet. Perhaps you cannot help but look at it. It has a strange glow and is fascinating, mysterious. You then become aware of the feet of the holy woman. As you gaze at her feet, the dark night and the moon fade away, and you are aware of her feet glowing radiantly. A white sun burns in each foot. The light and warmth of those suns shines on you. Imagine you can feel or intend to receive the light and warmth of those suns on your face, your body, all the way into your heart. When you are ready, complete your process with the following healing affirmation, said aloud if possible, with feeling from the heart. Holy Mother Mary, Our Lady with the moon at her feet, protect me with your heavenly grace. Where I would stumble, your love uplifts me. Where I would fail to see, your love opens the eye in my heart and gives me vision. Where I might fail, you ensure success. Together I and all beings succeed in healing growth. I open and surrender into your tender blessing and merciful grace that I will fulfill my divine destiny. That's good to hear. You will fulfill your divine destiny. Okay, the next card is Our Lady of Sacred Union. So guys, take advantage over the next few days. It's only running for October until Halloween. After that, I don't really plan on sending messages out after that date, but I'll send them out as soon as I've done them. I'll attach the invoice to it and you can pay as you feel is the best time for you to pay for your service. Okay, pay for your service. Okay, go back to the beginning of the video for details about that. I'll put details in the description box, and I will catch up with you guys soon. Okay, interesting reading. Have yourself a fantastically positive day, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.